doesn't. We have a saying in the United States: you don't want to be house poor, meaning that.
台湾的年轻人买不起房子，大部分的人都选择当租房族。让我们听听看外国人是不是跟我们有一样的困扰吧。
So, do people in your country prefer to rent or buy a house?
They prefer to buy because it's very easy to get a mortgage. In England, you only need 5% deposit.
Land prices, house prices currently in Malaysia, and it doesn't go with the salary range that we earn at this point in Malaysia itself. So previously houses was viewed as an investment, but along the way and with career changes, we tend to think of moving to increase your salary. So rental would be much preferred. Yeah.
You cannot actually buy a house easily in Moscow, especially now with the the war situation and stuff. You pay more than 20% mortgage rate a year. Can you imagine that? So let's say your house price is 1 million Thai baht. You have to pay 200,000 Thai baht each year just for your percentage.
在台湾人的倾向比较是，只要买得起的话，就会先选择买。我觉得台湾买房的这个冲动呢，远比其他国家的还要更强。
People in our country nowadays they prefer to rent a house. The reason because they live in province, but their workplace is in the city. So instead of buying a house, they prefer to rent houses.
Are you a homeowner or a renter?
A homeowner. For me, in my personal opinion, if you have your own house, of course you can transfer it to your heritage, like your son, your daughter in the future.
Many elders will just advise our younger people to buy a house. So do Philippines elders do that?
Well, some of us, yeah, actually pretty similar.
We rent at the moment, and we spend all our money traveling at the moment. So you are doing well if you have a house. That's pretty much what it is.
No.
As long as you have that money in your bank account, you are fine.
We're homeowners.
For our sake, our 401k is doing better. Can we afford a little bit more? Sure. Because of how the economy is.
Do you think owning a home is necessary?
I think when you are just starting and you're young, I don't think it is because again, you're just starting your career.
必要性就是可能是一个私人空间吧，然后跟长辈分开住，具体产生美。我是本来要买房，然后从一坪10万看到一坪40万，所以我就不买。
那你有后悔吗？当初一开始没买？
现在看是后悔吧。
Because if you buy a house, you cannot just put the money in the bank account. Even with the interest rate you can get, it will become even less money in a year or two. But the house prices steadily go up.
I don't think it's really necessary.
Yeah, I think I say I would like to be a homeowner one day, because all that money that you're gonna spend in rent, you can paying the same money for a loan.
因为其实像我现在租房子，我一个月大概是租金4万5，其实也没有很便宜。很多人就觉得说4万5，那我不买房子，你可能贷款也是差不多这个钱。可对我来说，4万5是这样，我随时可以因为比我赚的钱比较多一点，我立刻调整成5万、6万，或者是我赚的钱比较少的时候，我立刻觉得那也许我下一次改租2万6怎么样？所以我觉得其实有很多的弹性，我觉得对我来说反而是很方便的一件事情。
我又跳出来了，我又站回去了。
No, nothing is necessary nowadays. Everything is changing. The world is very global. The economy is affected. Any country has economic problem affects the next country. So it's not necessary to own a house in this world nowadays.
So if you could choose freely, would you prefer renting or owning a home?
I prefer to rent. I would put the whole capital in another investment. Instead of buying a house, I prefer to buy a land.
其实现在不是一个很好的买房时机，因为我觉得其实保有现金资产的流动性，我觉得远比就是拥有不动产还要来得重要。
It doesn't. We have a saying in the United States: you don't want to be house poor, meaning that putting all your money into your house, you don't have any other types of luxuries. So you don't want to, put all your money into your house and that be it. So being a little bit more financially savvy, being able to allot certain monies for that house. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and do it.
Before marriage, I would prefer rent. After marriage, I would like to own a home.
So the main reason is stable, right?
Yeah.
When you buy a house, which tips will you more pay attention on?
I had no much time for thinking. I came to Taiwan for 2 weeks, bought a house and went back. I thought it's a good location and I just bought it.
自己的话，我是会蛮注重采光跟通风。就是采光的话，我会希望就是光线是明亮的，厕所要有窗户这样，然后房间也要有窗户。
所以对外窗很重要。
对，对外窗很重要。
Well, for me, I never lived in houses that was empty. Especially in China, they have like fully equipped houses most of the time. Yeah, but maybe in other countries like Japan, they rent the house which is empty. You need to buy your furniture by yourself.
If possible, and I know it's quite difficult, I would try and find something like an Airbnb nearby, and I would stay there for, I don't know, a week to see what kind of neighbors you have. If it's a noisy neighborhood, if there's a good rubbish collection, if the shops nearby are good. Because sometimes having bad neighbors or you don't understand if you just go and visit. And I think this is both for renting and for buying a house. So that would be my tip.